Well, hello there. I didn't see you. Thanks for coming into our YouTube page and checking it out. Please, take your shoes off. Take your jacket off. Put your jacket back on. Put your shoes back on and watch this video. This is an old clip, isn't it, Joe?
It's an oldie and a goodie.
It's an old and a good. Old good for your eyes. Use your hands to leave a comment if you like it. If you don't like it, then don't say anything because we have fragile feelings. But please enjoy this old clip from the Andy Show's history while you get ready for new clips from the Andy Show's future.
Coming daily soon.
Flat out. Anything else you wanted to talk about?
Well, on a disappointing election night, there was one beacon of hope, and that is that weed is now legal in California. And several other states, I believe, as well.
But we live in California.
So that really only pertains to me.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It seems like it's kind of a foregone conclusion it was going to happen. It's amazing it took this long. As someone who rarely smokes weed, it didn't really impact me.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of other people were happy.
Sure. It doesn't affect me at all because I cannot smoke weed.
You can't.
It's not a question of whether I even want to. I cannot. I become violently ill if I smoke weed.
Really?
Yes. And I thought, the first time I tried it as a kid, like
I
a
didn't know this.
teenager, I got really ill and I thought, oh, that's just because that's what happens. And then as I got older, I realized that that's not the case. So then I tried it again as I got older and I got violently ill and sick. And this is not an isolated thing. It is a constant
consistently?
thing. If I smell weed, I gag. Like I get very sick. I'll walk by like a cloud of weed smoke somewhere and I start to feel sick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just every time you've ever done it.
Yeah, I can't. It's not for me.
All right.
I mean,
Well-
I can tell you specifically on the Halloween of 2012, or it was 2012 or 2013. I can't remember. Pat, you were there. What was it? Was it 2012?
Well, I don't remember because I was smoking weed.
You were smoking weed. I believe it was. Yeah, it was Halloween 2012. Dressed in a full Lycra Batman suit.
Old school Batman.
Yeah,
50s
Adam West Batman.
Adam West Batman.
With no mask because it's
And no Robin.
no Robin. Well, Juliet was Catwoman. She was
Yeah.
the Julie Newmar Catwoman.
Is no
Your
Robin,
wife.
though.
My wife, yeah, my grift.
Your grift.
My grift. Notice the K at the end.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
She's supervising today, by the way. We still haven't figured out a way to convince her to be on the show.
Yeah, well, we will get
We're
Juliet
working
on
on
the
it.
show. She's our social media correspondent right now.
Yeah.
So if you see photos that were uploaded from today's episode, that is thanks to my lovely grift.
Yep. So you were with your grift.
I was with
Spell
Grift?
that again?
yeah, GRIFTKCH.
One eye.
Yes,
Okay.
grift.
Grift.
Yeah.
All right, so she was Catwoman, you were
Yeah.
Batman.
She was Catwoman. I was Batman. We went to Pat's house in an area that we were living right down the street at the time,
Yeah, you guys were 3 blocks.
3 blocks down, and we went to his place. We all hung out on Halloween.
Normally a walkable distance.
Yes.
By the way.
Seemingly a walkable distance. We went to his house, and it's a Halloween party, so there was some weed being smoked, and I thought, far be it for me to not try at this point in my life. This is when I was still drinking on a fairly regular basis, and it was probably not the healthiest that I've ever been. But
And you were in costume.
I was in costume, so I thought, okay, I'm going to
It'll be like a shield.
yeah,
Like the weed will know that you're Batman today.
yeah, exactly. I decided to take, I think, like one hit. And then we went downstairs, and there was a little pizza place on the corner. And we thought, oh, let's go get pizza. And we started to walk across the street. And about midway through the street, the kind of recognizable feeling of death overcame me. And I sort of had this, like, boo moment.
Power down.
Where I powered down in the middle of an intersection in downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah. Well, it was only about 80 yards to the pizza place.
Yes.
And halfway there, and we're with like 12 people marching to go get pizza now that everybody had smoked weed and been drinking
Sure,
all night.
yeah.
It's time
Wanted
to get
pizza.
some
Yeah.
And everybody's rushing ahead, and nobody noticed that Batman turned green and
Yeah.
is crawling across the street.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
And then we're in there waiting in line, and you two just kind of like barreled through everybody waiting in line and went to the stair. For some reason, their bathroom was up 3 flights of stairs on a balcony overlooking the whole thing.
Yeah, so what happened was essentially, thank God, my grift was not smoking weed. It was not fucked up because she was in a position where she could help me. But when you are at the point where you're vomiting violently and you can't explain what's going on, and you can I think that you and Juliet thought I might have been dead. Like, I remember being in the bathroom with my head on the toilet in this disgusting pizza place, and you guys are trying to help me.
The real concern was that you didn't ask for help to get to, like, go in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But you crawled up the stairs like you were climbing a mountain. And Juliet's like, you just need to, you know, drink some water, maybe throw up, but like, get in that bathroom and take care of business. And you go into the bathroom, and then you lock the door, and then there's no sound coming from the bathroom. We don't hear you talking, you're not puking, you're not breathing.
Yeah. I remember laying with my face on the bathroom floor thinking, this is disgusting, but I cannot get up.
Yeah. And then naturally, Juliet's a little concerned that
sure, my grift.
the grift,
Yeah.
the one and only, as far as I know, nobody else has one.
No, she's the only grift currently in all of the world.
She was naturally very upset and concerned that you were locked in this bathroom.
Sure.
And not responding. So.
As a good grift should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
She wrote the book on grift.
The first goal was get into the bathroom. See what's going on in there. We got to get into the bathroom. So we just started pounding on it.
Yeah.
And you were saying, no, stop. You're bothering me. You can't move into the bathroom. Like, you can't just
No,
get
stop, you're
bothering me. It's a very elegant way of saying it. Instead of fuck off, you're bothering me.
Yeah, like, you're just laying there. There's like, strangers need to use the bathroom. You're not the only one that's like
a bad suit with a cape.
Yeah, needs the bathroom. And you wouldn't get us. So now there's strangers looking at us. Like, now there's some crazy problem going on. And then all of a sudden the door like kind of cracks open a little bit. Like, you didn't say, all right, I'll let you in.
Yeah.
All of a sudden the handle just goes, and, like, pops open. And Juliet slips in there and shuts the door. And I was like, what the f-? I'm like, no, we need to both go in there to pick him up and get him out of there. And now I'm pounding on the door, and everyone's like, you know these guys? Like, what are they doing in the bathroom? And so now there's like a guy in a Batman suit and a girl in a Catwoman suit locking themselves in the pizza place bathroom at like 2:45 in the morning.
Well, she knew that I was saying don't bother me, and so she was trying to help me not be bothered.
Yeah, but you know, I knew the only solution was to pick you up and carry you out of there.
Yes.
But you guys were locking yourselves in the bathroom, and now I'm...
We did eventually get out of that bathroom, though.
Yeah, eventually the door popped open again, and Juliet grabbed me and yanked me in the bathroom and
then
shut
locked the door again.
And now there's only strangers pounding on the door. Nobody knows anything that's going on inside. And then my phone starts ringing, and it's Candace. She's like, what the f*** are you guys doing in the bathroom?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Andy is not his superhero
Self.
appearance today.
Yeah.
And we got to figure out how to get him down the stairs without hurting anybody, because we didn't want you to like take a tumble down the stairs.
Yeah.
So eventually we talked you into, we're just gonna go out to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I can't go home, and I don't want to go back to Pat's. That's where I got sick. I don't want to go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, we'll get you to the sidewalk. We carry you all the way down the stairs and get to the sidewalk, and then you guys at that point we're already halfway to your place from my place, and you refused to walk home. You wouldn't do it, so we had to get a cab, and this was before Uber really took off.
Yeah.
So a cab pulls up, and they see that we're trying to stick you into the cab, and the guy just peels off and leaves us there, and we're like, okay, so a normal cab driver's not just gonna let us stick Andy in the car like this.
Yeah.
So
you had to prop me up like
we hid
a weekend at
Like
Bernie's
weekend,
City.
yeah. I was gonna say.
we hid you behind the corner.
Yeah.
I held
a
the
bad
cab
suit.
by myself. I opened the door, and then we got Juliet in the cab first to like receive you.
Yeah.
And then I was pretending like I was like, oh, I'm a little slow getting into this cab. And then Candace just shoves you toward me, and I like swim and shove you into the cab and slam the door. And then I'm sure Juliet was like,
Yeah,
take us home.
we got home, and
We followed you home.
you followed home, and when you got to our building, I was laying on the street
You were worshiping your front door.
Yeah.
On the sidewalk.
Downtown, laying on the street in the middle of the city. And I actually
Dressed
remember
like
that.
Batman.
The way that this all ends.
And you couldn't get into your own building because you couldn't like hit the.
Couldn't remember the code.
The code or whatever.
The way that this all ends is me vomiting violently in our bathroom and filling up the toilet, and then the toilet overflowing and filling our entire bathroom with like a standing water. And Juliet had to clean it all up while I was in bed. So that's how that ends.
We did the same, carry you into the building, into the elevator, and into the place.
So
and
look,
then you locked
so naturally-
yourself in your own bathroom.
Yeah, look,
Wow.
I just,
So you had so mixed reactions
the point that I would like to make
Prop 64
is that I do not care about the legalization of weed. I believe in people's liberties to do what they want if it doesn't hurt anybody else. But I will not be joining you, my brothers and sisters who smoke weed, ever again. And it's been many years. Again, obviously now I no longer drink or do anything. So I'm sober in my life, so I won't be joining the weed community. But as you can tell by that story, it is probably for the best.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the last time that's going to happen.
That's the last
It's
time.
never
that'll
going to happen again.
I will never do it again. We hope you enjoyed that clip from the Andy Show. It was informative, interesting, and nutritious.
It's hard to do all of those things, but we did it.
You got all your fiber, you got all your nutrients, your vitamins, your minerals,
Sodium.
sodium. You got all of your sodium, all that daily sodium intake that you need to be a living, floating, real person.
Sugar.
Sugar? Okay. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you soon with new content, and we'll see you soon with old content.
Yeah,
Who knows
we'll be
what's
seeing you.
happening. We'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you again. In the words of Glenn Danzig, I'll be seeing you in hell.
Before you make it to hell, feel free to check out our merch store. The link is below.